days around.
Hello and welcome to the Tottenham America channel. Today we will be rating every player's performance from Tottenham's dismal 3-1 loss against Arsenal at the Emirates Stadium in the Premier League, as Partey, Jesus and Xhaka scored for the Gunners, with Kane getting a penalty for Spurs, but ultimately not enough, as the Gunners went top in the Premier League, 4 points above their North London rivals, Tottenham. Before we begin, make sure you smash the subscribe button if you enjoy our content. Comment down below what your thoughts on the game were and like the video. Let's start with goalkeeper and captain Hugo Lloris.
I'm going to rate Hugo Lloris a 6.
I'm going to give him a 5.5.
He was pretty decent in the first half, but what just made his rating drop so much was a mistake for the second goal, where Jesus just tapped it in. That was a big turning point in the match, as well as the red card. After Romero kind of tapped it back to Lloris, Lloris should have definitely caught that, except he fumbled it.
Yeah.
And it was also a slight bit of miscommunication between Romero and Lloris.
Yeah, definitely. I thought Lloris, apart from that one fumble, was actually pretty decent. He saved us from probably losing 4-5-0. With those saves from Tierney's long shot, I believe. There were a couple other players that took long shots. Ben White, I think, had one on target. Thomas Partey had another. So he didn't do too badly, but that mistake really just dropped his rating into the 6 or lower 5s. Let's move on then into our defense, starting with Clement Lenglet.
Clement Lenglet, I'm going to rate him a 7.25.
I'm going to give him a 6.75. Definitely one of our two best defenders today.
Definitely our best defender, I would say, today. Best defensive player on the field. Really good. He's proven that in the couple of games he started and played. Big replacement for Ben Davies. Big that we got him on loan because Davies is injured, and Lenglet is definitely proving himself under Conte right now.
Definitely. Our most composed defender today did really well to read the attacks of Arsenal, and all of their goals came down either the center or Emerson Royal side. None of them came down that left-hand side where Lenglet was going. So that's a big plus for him. I think he was definitely our best defender today. Let's move on to our next defender, Eric Dier.
Eric Dier, I'm going to rate him a 7.
I'm going to give him a 6.75 as well. I thought he was pretty level with Clement Lenglet, dictating the defense a lot and making sure to always have a commanding presence there.
He looked very solid today. He didn't really do much wrong at all.
This was one of the games where he had stuff to do.
He had stuff to do, and he did his job.
Yeah, because usually he's always protected by Romero and Lenglet on the side, so he doesn't always have so much to do, but this time he definitely had a lot of work to do against Arsenal's front three, and he did it pretty well.
Today was not a bad team performance. It was just those silly mistakes by individual performances or miscommunication, such as the second goal, and that silly challenge by Emerson. And Romero kind of also made a mistake for the third goal. Went into with too much force, didn't contain Xhaka enough.
Yeah.
But
really,
Eric
you're
Dier
10
was
men
good.
down. You can't really do anything.
Yeah.
They just played you through there. And let's move on to our last defender, Cristian Romero. I'm going to give Cristian Romero a 6.25.
I'm giving Romero a 6.25 as well.
This is definitely his most shaky game of the season.
Yeah. Apart from maybe, I forget which, but he had one bad performance. I think this was probably his most shaky, though.
First half, he was decent. He wasn't at all
wasn't
bad. His aggressive tackles were coming off perfectly, and he was fine. Second half, starting with that big error to let in the second goal, and then it just kind of went downhill from there with the loss of Emerson Royal, going down to 10 men. His performance didn't get any better, but still not as bad as Emerson Royal.
Yeah, definitely not as bad as Emerson.
But yeah, that rounds off our defense. Let's move now into our wingbacks. Wingbacks, starting with Ivan Perisic.
Ivan Perisic, I'm going to rate him a 7.
I'm going to give him a 6.5. A very bright spark on that left-hand side. had some chances where I think he should have done more with the ball.
He should have done more in that one opportunity where he had so much space, so much time on the ball,
Yep.
and he just tried to fire it into the near
Near
post when he should have gone across Ramsdale's goal.
Yeah, if he went across, even if it was saved, Richarlison was ready for a rebound, and that could have been an opportunity for a goal. But that was not like the only point where Perisic actually made a move. There were other parts definitely in the game where he did pretty well, and he was able to hold that left-hand side. He'd consistently stay on that left-hand side and not veer too far away from it. Let's move on now to Emerson Royal.
I'm going to rate him a 5.
I'm going to give Emerson Royal a 4. He was horrific today.
In the first half, you would say his performance wasn't that bad.
It was okay.
But the red
okay.
card just ruined everything. Ruined everything for the overall performance.
It ruined everything for his career at Spurs, because the way Conte reacted to that tackle, like, we had Arsenal in the place we wanted. We had 3 men on, Kane, Son, I think Richarlison wasn't too far back, and Emerson. And there were 2 Arsenal players. We had them surrounded. This was easily an opportunity for us to press. We know Arsenal's defense is prone to mistakes. So there was no reason for Emerson Royal to go hard in on Martinelli when he's tracking back towards his own goal. That tackle is never a red card.
Not a red card. Definitely a yellow card, but not a red card. But it's just so unnecessary.
Yeah.
There's no point to do that.
And for the sake of Emerson Royal and Tottenham Hotspur, this red card is exactly what Conte needed to open his eyes a little bit and realize that he is just not that guy at right back. So now, we have to try out Doherty or Spence or inverted wingback system with Sessegnon. That's what we did against Leicester, and that didn't work too terribly.
That actually did pretty well.
Yeah, it didn't do horrifically. And then, I think Emerson is I think he's going to go out of favor now, because that is a huge mistake in a huge game, in a game at a point when we had a chance to win. We had a chance to at least get on level terms and fight for the points, but after that, it just it felt like we had just conceded 3 more goals.
Yeah,
even though we didn't concede any more goals.
It was just a huge turning point. Everything fell off after that. And now Conte has kind of lost his trust in Emerson.
Yeah.
Now we guarantee that there's no way he's going to start Emerson Royal in the Champions League during the week.
No
There's
chance.
absolutely no way. It's got to be Doherty or Spence.
Yeah. I think it'll be Doherty or an inverted Sessegnon pairing. But I think the thing is, when you're doing inverted wingbacks, you take a risk of losing both left backs to injury. Because if you lose one, you lose the other, and then you're kind of stuck, But let's move into our midfielders now, starting with possibly the brightest spot on the pitch, Rodrigo Bentancur.
I'm going to rate him a 7.25.
I'm going to give him a 7. By far, one of our best players throughout the whole match.
He was really good in the first half. Really energetic, trying to win back the ball all the time. He just passes and dribbles through players, dribbles into the open space so effortlessly.
Arsenal tried to put this immense pressure on us, but the way Bentancur was able to get out of it and still get these beautiful passes off is what really caught my eye, and that's why he's such a key player to have in these big... That's why Højbjerg Bentancur works so well.
Yeah. Bentancur can just move around the ball so quickly with one-touch passing, and he links up with Højbjerg so well.
And Højbjerg is not that far off. They complement each other, which is huge. So that's why when we took, I think, Bissouma, when Bissouma came on...
For Højbjerg.
And we went... No, it was Skip for Højbjerg.
Well, Højbjerg went off,
But also, when Bissouma came on and we put that 3 in midfield, we definitely fell apart in midfield because there's not that... We had a stronger presence, but it just wasn't flowing together. And then, of course, Skip on for Højbjerg. That's when everything... It was just like Bentancur trying to do everything. And Skip working individually. They really weren't working together. Like Højbjerg and Bentancur do so excellent.
One thing that we can experiment, though, we can try Bissouma and Skip, see how they do
Bissouma and Skip
together.
could work, yeah.
So then we have 2 midfield pairs together, Højbjerg, Bentancur, Bissouma, Skip.
We absolutely cannot try that in any of our upcoming games because we've got Frankfurt away in the Champions League, then Brighton, who are literally on our tail. They're 4 points behind, but they've played 1 less game. So they're on 6 games played. We're on 8 games played. And then we play Frankfurt at home. Then we've got Everton. Everton would be a game to try that out. Then
Maybe
Man United
not
away.
starting, though. Maybe to bring on as a sub if we have a
up.
heavy lead.
Yeah.
At least 2 or 3 goals.
Yeah. Let's move into our other midfielder, who we already spoke about, Pierre-Emile Højbjerg.
I'm going to rate Pierre-Emile Højbjerg a 7.
I'm going to give him a 6.75. Not as good as Bentancur, but still
very pleasing.
One of our best players on the pitch. He didn't do a lot wrong today.
He didn't do anything wrong.
He was covering his man in midfield well, making sure to help out the defense in the start of the game.
His work rate and his pressure on the Arsenal players proved to be really
Very
crucial
important.
in the first half.
Yeah.
Richarlison did that a lot too, and there was this one little pass that Højbjerg slid into Son that I thought was
Beautiful.
really good
Yeah.
from Højbjerg.
Yeah. But our midfield definitely our brightest spot on the pitch. Let's move into our attack now, starting with Son Heung-min, who returned to the starting lineup after Dejan Kulusevski's injury. I'm going to rate Son Heung-min a 6.5.
I'm going to rate Son a 6.75.
Son was decent today.
I wouldn't say he was great, but he didn't do much wrong.
Yeah.
He did pretty well today.
First half, he was making all the runs we needed. He had the energy. He got out. He made some beautiful dribbles. And then, of course, in the second half, we lose a player. We start going more defensive, and slowly Son has less chance to do anything.
And then he gets subbed off.
So, for the time that he was actually playing as a winger in the first half, he was excellent, I thought, today.
Yeah.
Let's move on to our other winger and the one who won the winger who won the penalty for Kane to take, Richarlison.
I'm going to rate Richarlison a 7.
I'm going to give him a 6.5.
Richarlison was pretty good today. Really good pressure on the ball to win that penalty. He just didn't give up on the ball. He lost it about 2 times, but he just didn't give up. And his work rate is incredible, and just closing down those Arsenal defenders.
Getting the penalty was excellent. Same case with Son, really. Once we got that red card, we changed to defensive. And what is he going to do in attack? He just has to sit back and help defend. So there wasn't really a whole much to rate for him after the 62nd minute when the red card came in until he got subbed off in around the 72nd minute. And let's move on to our last player in the starting 11, the scorer of the penalty, Harry Kane.
Harry Kane, I'm going to rate Harry Kane a 7.5.
I'm going to give Harry Kane a 6.75. I thought he was... Well, he took his penalty excellently.
Yeah, brilliant penalty. I think Ramsdale knew he was going to go to bottom left. That's the penalty he missed against Nottingham Forest.
He made sure to play it safe today, a little bit safe.
Kane also went to the left side, top left corner, for England. But he did score that one. He buried it in the top left. Yeah. That gave him some confidence. But I think going down the middle was just really good today. Really good decision.
It was clear that he wanted to try stuff today, but it just wasn't coming off really. With Arsenal pressuring him completely and all of that, it was kind of hard for him to do anything. But regardless, I thought he was okay until, of course, again, the 62nd minute where he was closed down and whatnot. So... yeah, same case with all the attackers. They were all pretty decent until that 62nd minute where we all had to just push back and defend.
Yeah. Before the 67th minute, Kane was great.
Yeah.
He just was getting closed down a lot, though. And his work rate, pressure, great. Great passing. I don't think he got on the ball as much as he would have liked to today. But with what he had, with what he, how he worked with what he had, he did well.
Yeah, definitely. But that is it for our player ratings. If you enjoyed, make sure you smash the subscribe button, hit the like button. If you enjoy our channel's videos, comment down below what your thoughts on the game were. And until next time.
Come on, you Spurs!